Hi there, fifth graders. This is Mr. Patrick, and I want to take a minute to teach you how to email a teacher. I've actually received emails from a lot of you so far this year, and I am extremely happy for that. Anytime you take it upon yourself to email your teacher, you are doing the right thing. You're advocating for yourself, and you're trying to clarify a question that you have. So, sending an email to your teacher is 100% the best thing you can do if you have a question. I just want to take a minute and kind of detail what goes into a good email. We're going to go through that right now. The first thing when you're sending an email that you need to do, and I'm going to make my screen bigger here, right? You pick who you're sending it to. Why don't I send it to my wife? She's a teacher over at Northern Trails. The subject line, that's not the area for the body of your email. So if you have a question, you're not going to ask the question there. You're just going to give a quick 2 to 5 word summary of your email. So for instance, if you have a homework question, just type up in that subject line, homework question. Okay? Then the next thing you're going to do is you are going to begin with a greeting. So let's say you wake up and it's 9 a.m. You might say something like, "Good morning, Mrs. Patrick." And then you could do a comma. Or you could say, "Mrs. Patrick, good morning. I hope you're having a good day so far." And then you want to get into the body of your email. So this is where you're going to want to ask your question. And sometimes I start with something as simple as, "I am writing to you today because I am having a hard time understanding the homework that you posted to Google Classroom last evening. Am I supposed to print out my answer sheet, or would you prefer that I submit it digitally through Google Classroom?" Okay, so it doesn't need to be long. That's just kind of a simple body to an email. And then, of course, you're going to have your closing, where you say something like, "Thank you, have a nice day," and then you can sign your name. I'm actually going to send this. She's not going to know what to make of this, but that's all right. So let me reread this, just to be sure that I've got my words spelled correctly, my punctuation's okay. I'm going to read it out loud just to make sure that it even makes sense. So let's see, homework question. "Mrs. Patrick, good morning. I hope you're having a good day so far. I am writing to you today because I am having a hard time understanding the homework that you posted to Google Classroom last evening. Am I supposed to print out my answer sheet, or would you prefer that I submit it digitally through Google Classroom?" Okay, I already noticed one thing that I did wrong here. Can you guys identify it? What didn't I end this sentence with that I need to? That's right, a question mark. All right. Am I supposed to print out my answer sheet, or would you prefer that I submit it digitally through Google Classroom? Question mark. Thank you. Have a nice day. Signed, Mr. Patrick. So it's really that simple. But when you send an email like this, you'll be taken seriously. Your teachers will appreciate your professional approach, and this is a great habit to get into now as you get older and you have more responsibilities, and eventually you might have to email a coach, maybe a boss, and things like that. So other general tips before I sign off, just like I did, make sure you go through and capitalize and punctuate and use proper grammar. And then don't use like texting type lingo in a formal email like this. So, spell out thank you rather than whatever, THNX, or rather than PLZ, spell out please. Other than that, you should be good to go. And that's how you email a teacher. What I'd like for you to do now is I'd like for you to send me an email. It can be about anything. You can ask me how my weekend was. You can ask me a question about homework. You can ask me about the bird feeder outside our window, whatever you'd like, or you can just comment. You don't even have to ask me a question. But what I would like to see is the subject line, 2 to 5 words, a proper greeting. Could just be my name, or it could be, hello, Mr. Patrick, or good afternoon, Mr. Patrick. And then the body of the email, the closing, and then your name signed. Okay? All right, 5th graders. Well, good luck with that. It shouldn't take you too long, but that is how you email a teacher. See you soon.